Hi, my name is Angelica Violet. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I usually do a lot of like alternative boho, whimsy, gothic type fashion videos, and I wanted to do one for spring because that's here or around the corner. I think it's here already. Usually in these videos, I just show you the outfits, but I kind of wanted this to be like a little bit more of an educational tutorial type video and explain why I put certain pieces together. So hopefully that's like somewhat interesting to you guys. And hopefully this advice or teaching moment will help you style the pieces that you already have in your wardrobe. So let's get into this first outfit. While I do love thrifting and rotating in new pieces in my wardrobe, there are some pieces of clothing that I've had longer than friends, I think. I bought this skirt from Kohl's in 2015, and then this is such a staple in my wardrobe. It's just an olive green tiered skirt. It is by the brand Simply Vera, but I've seen so many different companies make skirts just like this. I would say my style leans like a smidge more like 90s, early 2000s, which is why I wanted to pair a vest with this. I wouldn't describe my style as very masculine, but I'm not like a super frilly, over feminine woman. So I feel like when I have this skirt with the maxi skirt, it kind of, I don't want to say is like a paradox, but like is a little bit contrasting just because the denim is like more oversized and structured, and then this skirt is a little bit more flowy, a little bit more boho. And to play with the boho, I'm either going to style it with either one of these two tank tops. They basically look identical, but I bought this at Buckle a couple months ago. I haven't worn it. It was $30 and it's just like this tank top with a bunch of lace. It's super stretchy, but I thrifted this one a while ago, and for some reason I just like the vibes more with it. I don't know if it just because it looks a little bit more older, but it's from Cato and it's in size extra large. It almost has a corset-y Renaissance feel to it. I'm gonna wear this one, but I guess if you are looking for something similar, you could pick this one up from Buckle. So I have this base going on, and I feel like I'm really bad at layering or like trying to accessorize, so I'm trying to get more into that. And these belts are super trendy right now, but I mean, they got famous or popular in the early 2000s as well. And I feel like it just adds a nice little boho touch to it. So let me pop all this on so you guys can see the look. And then I'll probably put shoes and some other accessories, but this is the main thing. Okay, I feel like the hair was like doing too much to the outfit, so I ended up just putting in a claw clip. Let me scooch it down. So I feel like without the vest, it's almost giving a Renaissance fair, but with the vest, you know, it's giving a little bit of a 90s boho Phoebe buffet moment. And I was thinking about wearing boots with this outfit, but then I feel like the boots would make it look even more Renaissance-y. So I'm just wearing some knockoff Birkenstocks that are a dark brown, so they kind of match the belt a little bit. I get really annoyed when like things aren't the exact same color, but I'm trying to let that part of myself go. Since this necklace is pretty high color, I decided to keep it simple. This is just a little locket with my dog's pictures in it that my best friends got me when my dog passed. And then I don't have any olive green jewelry. Unfortunately, there is like no gemstone or crystal that is the beautiful shade of olive green that I love. But these are some green onyx earrings that I got at a crystal show a couple years ago. So they will just have to do. And now my fridge has decided to run, so please bear with me. If it is still a little bit colder where you are during the springtime, you could probably wear a long sleeve shirt to get a little bit more warm. I think most of us have something pretty similar in our wardrobe. We all have one of our favorite skirts. We all have like a denim jacket or a vest that we like, and a fun little lacy shirt. And almost everyone has sandals, right? This is something super easy that everyone could probably recreate. So for this next outfit, I wore this the other day and I was like, this outfit is about to be on copy and paste all spring because I don't know, I just love it so much. These are a pair of jeans from Judy Blue. I believe they are the 90s dad high rise. I just love a light denim, especially a distressed one. It just like gives me 90s vibes, like Kurt Cobain performing, smashing his guitar on stage. And to continue with the 90s vibe, I just picked up this shirt from Urban Outfitters when I was on vacation in Las Vegas. It already came cut like this. The sleeves are cut and so is the bottom. So it's like, I wouldn't say like crop toppy, but it's a little bit shorter than a traditional t-shirt. And then on the back, it looks like this. I don't know if you can see, but there's a little pop of green right here, so of course I have to pay attention to that. And I put this sweater with it. I thrifted this a while ago. The brand is Grace and Lace. Not sure where that's from. Maybe it's like a boutique brand. And a green cardigan also just reminds me of Kurt Cobain, especially because of the MTV Unplugged set. And then the red contrasts with the green, gives it some nice color interest. When I originally wore this, I wore this with some sandals, but I'm like, maybe I should switch it up and pair something else with it. Shall we do the diarrhea green Doc Martens? Important decisions we're making here. One of my biggest style inspirations is Mary-Kate and Ashley from the early 2000s. And I know I'm probably double their weight and things probably don't look as cool as me. But I feel like back then they just wore like so much like distressed, oversized denim and like baggy outfits and also humongous purses. I mean, their purses were like a lot more bigger than this. So I feel like at first, like, you want to say this outfit is grunge, and I guess like it is, but I feel like it still has like an element of like boho-ness, hippie-ness to it. So for the jewelry, I am wearing this toggle necklace from Rebirth Jewelry, my business. Use code YouTube10 to save 10% off. This necklace you can adjust from 16 to 18 inches. I have it on the 18 inches just so I can have it super long, and then I have it stacked with this chain necklace. I just love like a layered look. I think it's really fun, and I feel like an eclectic style is also like in the genre of like hippie boho to make it a little more hippie boho. Are you sick of me saying those words? I have on my Zenny prescription sunglasses. Of course, like I mentioned earlier, the band tee, you know, the oversized cardigan. So effortless, so free, so careless. The super ripped jeans, and I feel like distressed jeans just like get better with time and age. As you can see, the strings right here on the knees are just all broke and tattered off. They're basically just giant holes now. And I ended up pairing the outfit with my nasty Birkenstocks, which also adds a little bit more hippie boho to it all. We see the whole outfit now. I should really invest in like a super wide lens for YouTube because it's really hard to get the shoes in the video, which is very important. For the third outfit, I am bringing back the skirt and the belt. And I just want to show you guys that like you can style the same outfit with different pieces and it changes up like the whole entire vibe. For the longest time I was kind of like stuck on how to style this belt, but I feel like a lot of people I saw on Pinterest would wear a same color top as the belt so it would match. So I thought it would be cute if I styled it with this t-shirt that I thrifted in my last video. It says not my first rodeo. So, you know, like a little matching brown moment. Like I mentioned in my other video, I'm trying to wear more brown. So I think this will be a good way to incorporate both. And I think this outfit is kind of like giving a little bit more country, but in my opinion, I came up with this, but if someone else has already said it, like, it's fine. You know, great minds think alike. But in my head, every like style of fashion could be rooted down or like a combination of these four styles. So we have like classic or traditional, like you think like rich money, coquette, you know, proper stuff. Then we have boho, which is like hippie, horse girl vibes, you know, think country, think out in the wild. And then we have alternative, edgy, goth, things that fall in that sphere, and then athletic, so like streetwear. Every style I feel like can fit into one category or like a mixture of them. So like to me, whimsy gothic would be boho, and then like alternative and rock. And then gloquette, is that what it was called? When it was like coquette and like streetwear, so that could be like athletic, and then like the traditional, or we have like pastel goth, which would be like a little bit of traditional and alternative. You know what I mean? There's a little math equation. Is that making any sense? I don't know. It does in my brain, so that's all that matters, I guess, really. Maybe I'll make that into like a fashion theory. I don't know if there's theory in fashion like there is art, but I'll get working on that since I am a fashion scholar. Okay, I wanted to show this part of the outfit so I could put the fucking shoe on. So I decided to go with these boots. They're one of my newer pickups from Doc Martens. To be honest, I went on a little bit of a shopping spree when my dog died, so I spent a lot of money on shoes for some reason. Anyway, sorry to bring up my dead dog again. So I feel like the coloring in the boots almost match with the belt. The laces are yellow, but I feel like from far away, it almost matches this like bronzy metal color that's in the shoe. You know what I mean? Like, you can't tell. It looks goldish, right? And I think one thing that makes outfits look effortless and so cool is when things match in very subtle ways. And I feel like these boots and the belt, and I guess the shirt, like all the brown, all the cohesiveness, just make it look like she really put some thought into that outfit when I really didn't. So let me sit down and put this other boot on for y'all. So this outfit is giving working horse girl. It's not giving like privileged horse girl that has like a $20,000 pony that she doesn't ride. This is, I fucking love horses, but I have to work at the stable so I can afford my horse's rent. Okay. She has dirt under her fingernail, but she still has a passion for fashion. Okay. I didn't mention this earlier, but this belt is from a small business called the House of Gentry. And if you use code AngelicaViolet10, you can save 10% off. And I've already showed you 2 ways that you could style this belt, so that's 2 reasons why you should pick it up. My best friend actually got me this little sack for my birthday, and she doesn't watch my YouTube videos, so she doesn't know that I want to wear brown more, but I guess we're just on that wavelength. It's actually from Free People. Nice high quality suede number. I guess I should move you down so you can see the full fit. The skirt is pretty long, so it is covering a little bit of the boots, but they are like a little bit of a higher cut, and I do believe they have a platform. Like you can't even see me. Like you need to see my face so you can see the full outfit, right? Like effortlessly cool. Like maybe I'm studying vet tech. Maybe I'm running to the farmer's market, you know, it's a vibe. And then I kept it simple for the jewelry. I'm just wearing this rose quartz toggle necklace from Rebirth Jewelry. I'm not really a pink girl, but occasionally my outfit will have hints of pink. So I thought it'd be cute just to wear this because it's a little bit simple. I didn't want to go without a necklace because I can't go one day without wearing a necklace, okay? It's necessary. When I was thinking about this outfit in my head, I was like, okay, it's like whatever. But now that I have it on, I'm like, this is really actually cute. I did something with this. And there's just also something about like having big boobs and wearing like a t-shirt. I just feel a little bit snatched, okay? I'm sure I didn't from that side, but from the front, it's giving jugs. For this next outfit, it is a little bit more simpler, but it just feels so effortless and cool because of the color matching, I think. Like I mentioned in this video with all of like the brown, I think that if things just match in color or tone, it just adds another level of like sophistication or thought. Like it just makes it you look like you tried so much harder than you actually did. So this top I just got from American Eagle. I have it in a size large. This is actually 100% cotton, which is crazy. And then these pants are from a small business called Three Bird Nest. I have an affiliate code with them too. I think if you use Angelica Violet, you can save 10 to 20% off. So let's just try this on and then we can get to talking about it a little bit more. So originally when I was thinking of this outfit in my head, I was thinking I would wear it with these nasty old knockoff Birkenstocks. But I had the boots on from the previous outfit and I'm like, wait, this is kind of giving Magnolia Pearl. So I'm gonna keep the boots on. I think like a year ago or so I made a video about Magnolia Pearl, but I ended up unlisting it or privating it a couple months ago because all her stans don't understand sarcasm and were leaving me very mean comments. And I was sick of seeing them. I don't know. Maybe I'll relist it so y'all can watch it if you want. I'm wearing these pants in an extra large and I kind of wish I sized down, but sometimes with buying things from like online boutiques, I feel like sometimes the sizing is weird, and I guess like psychologically my brain hasn't caught up with the fact that I've lost almost 70 pounds, so like I still feel like I'm big, but I wish, I don't know, I kind of like how they look still, but I think maybe these would look a little bit more flattering if I size down to a large. So this top is so cute. It is super lightweight. I usually don't like sage green just because I feel like it washes me out. I don't know my color scheme or color theory or whatever, but in my head I am a true fall. So I usually stay away from sage green, but the top was just so cute. There is like, would you call this embroidery? And then it's like a lettuce sleeve with some beautiful trim. I am wearing a nude bralette. I don't feel like any little tank top I have would look really cute under this, but I have it tied as tight as I can, so hopefully you can't see. And then here's it with the pants. We get the boots in. See, is this not giving tame Magnolia Pearl? Like maybe if I had a patch on the knee and was having a dolly on my head, then this would be Magnolia Pearl. But it's giving maybe a little bit like rose pearl, lavender pearl, lilac pearl. Similar vibes, but a little bit more tame. Like I mentioned in the first outfit, I just feel like color coordination just really elevates an outfit and just makes everything look really pulled together and fun, playful, but also like you tried, but you really didn't. So the front of the pants is more of like a sage green, brown, a little bit of baby blue. But then on the back, it's more brown based, which I feel helps the boots match. You see? And the laces are yellow. So it kind of pulls in with the pant color in the back. I really like this outfit too. Who would have thought? I'm wearing clothes in my wardrobe and I like it. It's almost like I picked out all the clothes or something. And I wanted to do something pretty simple for the necklace. I'm just wearing my dog pendant, and then this is a opal necklace I wore during my wedding. Actually, I wore both these when Pablo and I eloped. And I just feel like the colors of the opal are almost pastel-y, kind of just matches the rest of the fit. It's giving like working boho, a smidge alternative. I hope y'all understand where I'm coming from. Hopefully I'm doing a good job explaining myself because I feel like to the average person, maybe these outfits wouldn't look boho, but in my mind, I understand it is boho. I make the rules, okay? You're watching my channel. I left this one for last because it's a little bit out there, as if all the other outfits weren't fucking weird. So in my personal opinion, like beachy type outfits is a segment under boho, which explains this fit. Okay, so I got these from Urban Outfitters. Again, I wish I sized down on these, but I also kind of like the oversized fit. They are some cargo shorts. I don't know if I want to say sage. Sage. I feel like they look a little bit more vibrant in real life. And then to put on top, I have a Dirty Hippie t-shirt from the House of Gentry. You can also use the code Angelica Violet 10 to save 10% off. I'm pretty sure these are printed in the United States. Very beachy. And in case you're having a fire on the beach at night, you know, it's getting really cold, you could throw on a flannel. The plaid just encapsulates all the colors. So let me pop this on real fast. Okay, I retract my last statement. Surfer is hippie plus sport. You might have to wear this outfit when it's getting closer to summer. The calf being out is making it feel more warm weather appropriate. So I have the flannel on and the Dirty Hippie t-shirt. Of course, you can't be a dirty hippie unless you have some crystals on. Wearing the smoky quartz from my business, Rebirth Jewelry. As always, that's one of my favorites. I don't know, this might be a bonus outfit. I'm starting to rethink it more and more, but I like it. I'm just not sure if it belongs in this video. So we have the flannel that almost perfectly matches the shorts. I feel like the shorts are a little blown out. They're more green and saturated in person. And I have the sleeves rolled up just for a little casual moment. A French tuck because I'm half millennial. And to make it boho-y, got the nasty Birkenstocks on, which are black, which then matches with the t-shirt with the flannel. And I put up the hair just for an even more effortless, cool girl vibe. This outfit is definitely giving my butch wife and French bulldog meme. I really do like these shorts. I just have so much trauma from chafing in the summer that I rarely ever wear super short shorts unless I know that I will be walking less than a quarter mile. But since they're so long, I can't chafe. I actually wore these in Vegas when we were walking around and my thighs had no marks on them. No boils, no rashes. It was a very pleasant experience. Plus they have ginormous pockets. You could probably fit a camera in these. And there's some down here, which I don't know if I would use, but they are available if you need pockets right there in your kneecaps. Again, maybe more appropriate for summer, but maybe you can transition this from spring to summer if you live in a warm climate. And I'll just throw on the circle sunglasses to make it even more beachy, boho. You know, if I lived in Orange County or was in Laguna Beach, maybe I'd wear this. I can't surf or skateboard. I can build a sandcastle though, so I think that gives me a little bit of brownie points when it comes to hanging out on the beach. So let me know what you think about all of those looks. What will you be wearing this spring? Please let me know down below. I would love to hear. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video, and if you enjoy me, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Peace.